Hey there, comic compadres. This is Mark with Chico's Comics. I just got a couple of books back from CGC Grading from the pre-code horror comic book collection that I bought earlier this year, and I wanted to review two of the books. Before we get started though, if you guys can please drop a like, hit the subscribe button, comment if you guys have been picking up any horror books specifically over the last couple of months. But I did want to start off today with checking out Tormented No. 1. This is from Sterling Comics 1954. This one fell right in line with what my grade estimates were going to be. I was estimating somewhere around a 3.0 to a 4.0. Landed right smack in the middle at a 3.5 off-white pages. This Tormented book actually sold pretty much immediately. So I wanted to shoot this video really quick before I ended up packaging it up tonight and shipping it out to the buyer tomorrow morning. And so, yeah, this book is extremely rare. So I have Go Collect open up over here. Let's go ahead and check out the CGC census data. This one is showing only 33 universal grades on the CGC census. This one is the first and only 3.5 on the census, which does put it in that top 48th percentile. Pretty much right in the smack middle of what you would tend to find for condition. And so I put this up on my eBay page as soon as I got the shipping notification. You know, typically when I buy a collection, I do sell a portion off to recoup my initial investment cost. It's the best way I found to actually continue to fund this hobby. And this book sold. I received a pretty strong offer. But I did make a counter offer to the buyer and he accepted it. It's the first and only time a 3.5 has sold. And so I have GPA analysis opened over here. The most recent sale prior to this was in December of 2023 for a 3.0, did sell for $1,300. The sale that I have, which is already here on GPA, was the 3.5 for $2,000, $1,999. I did have my book listed on eBay for $2,400. Given the rarity of the book, I felt like that was, you know, pushing the boundaries of a pretty fair price. But the buyer did put in a strong offer, and like I said, I did counter at the $2,000, and he accepted. And now I need to ship this book out. So it was a pretty short-lived relationship with this book, but I'm happy to have it go to a new home and a new collector, because now I can really enjoy all of the remaining books from this collection without feeling any pressure to recoup my investment as quick as I put it out there. But it's a beautiful cover. I think what really gives this book such a advantageous sale price was how well the cover presents. The reds are really deep, the blacks are really dark. You know, most of the wear on the book was in relation to the spine, and it did also get off-white pages. So for a book that's 70 years old, that's pretty damn good. The second book I do want to review today is a huge horror grail that I'm extremely happy to add to my collection. That's going to be Chamber of Chills number 23, this iconic Lee Elias cover from Harvey Publications 1954. This is the Kiss of Death cover, extremely recognizable. I do not remember if this was used in the Sodi congressional hearings, but I wouldn't be surprised, you know, with the amount of kind of violence and gore that's going on this cover. I wouldn't be surprised if this one did get mentioned in Seduction of the Innocent when that was published. Let's scroll down here. So yeah, this was published May 10th of 1954. And CGC census, so only 107 universal blue labels on the census. At a 3.0, which is what I was estimating, I felt like it would either hit a 2.5. I was optimistic at possibly a 3.5, but this one does have some pretty heavy creasing, which is also noted in the grader's notes. So at a 3.0, it does put it in the top 81% of the census, but to be honest, this book is so uncommon as well as highly sought after that, you know, I typically see these books sell fairly quick in any grade. Let's kind of look at general pricing for this book over the last maybe 2 months or so. So I am seeing a 3.5 sale. This was on Heritage Auctions, happened last month in January for $3,600. So I did also put this one up on my eBay page, but I will probably take it down because since I have sold the Tormented one, like I said, I don't feel any pressure to sell this book, immediately. And I do, really want to keep the more rare and valuable books in my collection. And we can see this 3.5 has a pretty fair amount of creasing and spine wear as well. But, similar to my book here, the main cover art is highly preserved, and that's really where, a lot of the collectors are going to be focusing some of their attention. Last 3.0 sale was in April of 2022. So this book in this grade really doesn't sell that often, and that April 2022 sale was for $3,200. Which is what I currently have it priced at on my short boxed, but I think I put it at $4,000 on my eBay. Let's see, recent 4.0 sale, which was in 2021 at $2,700. 4.5 sold in October of last year for $5,400. So these horror books have seen a pretty good appreciation in value over the last 2 or 3 years specifically, and I think as Silver Age books have shown a lot of steady decline since the COVID boom, that the horror books have been a transition that some collectors have moved to, kind of out of the Silver Age and into some more rare and sought after books. And the horror niche tends to be a pretty strong niche in my opinion. So thank you guys for jumping in today on this short and sweet video. Like I said, this Chamber of Chills is a book that I do plan on keeping for the foreseeable future. This book here, in my opinion, makes a fairly liquid book and also some great trade bait. So if a book does come up in the future that I want to be aggressive on a trade, this one will more than likely come up. But until then, I'm happy to put this on the wall and add it to the collection for now. Appreciate it, comic compadres. Until the next video.